Gamers, I just found the greatest gacha game that no one has even mentioned. There's like one video reacting to the trailer for it, and this got announced today. It is incredible. Put away your Wuthering Waves, put away your Genshins, put away your Star Rails. This blows me out of the water, and if you don't believe me, this is what the first announcement trailer looks like. I'm just going to play it for a couple of seconds, okay?
始まりは海時間が
Pretty art
この
style.
青にあるすべてを寄せ合わせそして消化させた
I'll
長い
minimize it a little bit so you can actually read it since I'm in the
私
way.
たちは寄りつく工作進化お互いを感じられるその日から命の
Yep.
旅が
Kind of pretty, you know? Yep. That is Pokemon, yes sir. Alright? Alright? No one noticed this? No one's saying anything about this? And it's all due to Sunday Matinee. The man, the myth, the legend randomly just put a comment on my last video, my Jianxian is fundamentally the worst character, and he just drops the name P.S. Azure Promilia, and I was like, what's that? What's that all about? And then I found this. My cat's doing something. Found this website. All right, and we will go through this in a second, but let's just finish this trailer, right?
これが依頼された分あとこっちはお姉ちゃんってばここでは走らないようにって
You don't need to read it.
早く逃げよう
さあ寄ってらっしゃい見てらっしゃいイカちゃんに
ごめん急いでるの
It's so loud.
花火大会やったー一つの命が絶えたことに迷いを感じた時期もありましたシャーマンとしての責務が命の存続する意味をだんだんと分からせてくれたんです
So if you haven't noticed,
様々な出会い
you're raising pets, you're catching and raising
私たち
Pokemon.
はここまで続けてこられたんですこれからよろしくね相棒
And there's hot women.
行きますよ旅が続く限り
Space whale?
最後まで見届けます
渡りについていけない幼鳥が淘汰されてしまうこれも空の法則
Those are some cool eyes, not gonna lie.
今
And I love the art style more than Wuthering Waves. Not necessarily the character designs, but I just mean like the art of the world is way more vibrant in colors. It's popping.
万物を流動させて
Wuthering Waves is a lot darker mid-tones. Oh my god, the dog's out for free?
出会って別れてまた永遠となる
Yeah. Where did this game come from? Randomly just drops. You got the website here. If you want to go here, you can pre-register for it. We're gonna look through some of the tales. We'll look at the world first. This is just a layout, shows some pictures, some art of what it's going for. I'm not sure. Some of these look like they're in game. So this is what it'll look like in game. You can pause because we got a lot to cover in this video. I'm gonna go through it a bit. You know, cute art, very, very mellow music. Did I click on this? Oh, that releases later. What is this? Some more art. They got this mech world. This looks crazy. It's firing a lava beam. That looks cool. That reminds me of a certain game. I just can't remember what. I feel like that's in a lot of games. We got some more art. And I think that's it. Alright, so that's kind of the world design with the pictures. Here's some of the characters. We're not gonna go through all of the voice lines, but this, you know, this is their designs, their animations, how they flow. And I think they did a really good job when it comes to the animations. You'll see there is some gameplay that we're gonna be watching in a little bit, but this looks really good. I don't know why. This looks so good. She's got a big old spear. You're not gonna be topping her, tell you what. One thing, I hate how small the chibi characters are. Like, I don't want to play as a 1-year-old. It looks like she's still in diapers. Like why is she so small? Let's see what she sounds like. Is she annoying sounding? Yep, I'm not listening to the rest. Here's some of the animals. And these animals you actually capture and you use as like a companion. And there's not a lot known about this game because it got announced today. There's also, it looks like, farming mechanics. Very similar to what Palworld was going for. But it's also not out yet, so we don't really know much. I mean, it just got announced. But these are some of the animals you can capture. That was a cool little tail. Had like an eye on it. And some of these bosses look pretty cool. I like what they did with the face. I like that face. Bone mask, fire wing. Got this fairy thing. Oh no, it winked at me. I like this one too. It looks weird without arms. It looks like it should have arms for some reason. So that's the website. I'll link this in the description so y'all can pre-register. Look at this, the mech world. This is so cool. And this looks in-game. Like, this doesn't look fake or anything. This looks just like in-game footage of just NPCs and how they would walk around. Let's mute that. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna watch the gameplay demonstration. And let the toes out immediately. We're not gonna be watching all of this. It is 12 minutes long. I just want to highlight the combat mostly. And you'd think that the combat was gonna be kind of bad, but it's actually fairly smooth. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty good. I am worried about the difficulty though. It seems more of a vibe game. It looks like they just captured a Pokemon. I don't know why this is such low quality, but it is max. Oh wait, no it's not. Oh yeah, it's still just a video. As you can see, you enter like a zone to where you have to fight them. Ultimate's kind of lacking. Actual combat of the abilities looks cool though. Leveled up. Show you some of the character. This is the character selection. See, look how fluid those look. I said those. I wasn't looking at her boobies. I like this chick's animations. Watch. I know I said I don't like her because it looks like she just Kobe's the pig. I know she throws it up and then hits the acorn, but it looks like she just freaking whops the pig. And she's the hottest. And she's a close second. The other one, the red hair. This goes through the character list. Like, why do you look like that? You look so weird. Why do you exist? You gotta be the best character in the game for me to use you. She's from, was that show Kill la Kill or something like that.
还挺难为情的，想了解哪些方面呢？
This is a team selector. You can change what Pokemon you're traveling with. I see we only have the worst tier Pokemon. They're all F or E. There is a wide variety, it seems, at least. I'm happy they're actually going through these. That one's pretty cool. Alright, we get it. Let's see some more combat.
到我了，看来要拿出干劲了。
Seems like you'll need certain Pokemon for certain abilities or certain things. Do certain objectives, you know. Is it just normal open world stuff for like Genshin? And this looks dense. Like there's a lot of enemies. Look at all these enemies. Wuthering Waves had a problem of not having a good ad density for some regions where you were just running around, there was nothing to do, but literally everywhere this person's going, there's a pack of enemies. You can't go 5 feet without finding a pack of enemies. Look at that. Look at that. That's what I like. I want to just maul everything. These animals that are comboed up, they actually help you fight if you didn't notice the first time. You see him in the background. A Kin's attack, I guess that's a group attack with your animal. The numbers are satisfying. I like the number layout. The basic white, and then you got the orange, yellow for the crits. Now you see where I'm concerned about difficulty. She's mowing through them. Now these are just open world ads. Those aren't going to be difficult in any game. It's going to really come down to the end game and what that actually is. If there even is an end game. Maybe there's some of the farming aspect in this. Or this is just open world. You got some of the flying, which looks cool. The freedom. Literally, you're not gliding. You're actually just flying wherever you want. Oh, that's cool. Looks like they hit stuff, too. I wonder if you can't climb, you'll have to fly. I'm sure there might be climbing. Oh, she captured an egg to raise. She just robbed a nest. We got the snow region. That's pretty cool. God, it's freaking erect pillar leading to heaven itself. Boss fight? Skip your animation. See how difficult this looks. Open world boss fights aren't going to be too hard, but we can still get a vibe check. This is going to be absolutely just not recognizable. We also have, it looks like, a basic attack, a skill. We have a charge meter right here too. I can't tell. Maybe that's the ultimate and then that's the skill. It's reliant on the charge balls in the middle. Because, yeah, that was the R ability. That was the old. But then they can use... Oh, okay. No, they switch characters. Never mind. Where's that orb in the middle? Oh, this is the other boss. Okay. It has combat mechanics very similar to Wuthering Waves dodge mechanics, to where it's like a perfect timing. You can, you know, complete immunity, and then you get a counter off. That girl's sick. That girl's so cool. Oh my god, that's a big spear. That's a big old spear. And then this is the farming aspect of it that I was talking about before. The mid-max kind of thing. Which, honestly, I didn't like in Pal World. But if it's more of a vibe and a long-term investment here, then I would be kind of fine with that. Pal World was too investment heavy. Like, it took... I played on the hardest difficulty, though, so that might also be why I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like having to build a base or anything like that. I didn't mind the gathering aspect of it. I just didn't want to build a base, you know, build all these other things. Min-max, like, 4 different things. All of my Pokemon's health bars or hunger meters. So, yeah, that's Azure Promilia. And if you want to... Well... I'll go into this, how I laid it out first. So I found this channel. The name is Chaotic. Hopefully I said that right. It's right there. If you want to give them a little check. They were able to find that, I'm not going to say verbatim the whole thing for the video, but they were able to find that they listed the copyright domain for the name. I think it was October, and then they did a name change. October of 2023. So that means they'll have to release it this year on October. Or they also did it for January 1st. They rebranded to a new name. So that means that we could potentially have this game releasing within either October or January 1st of next year, which is not very long at all, to be honest with you. And if you want a rundown, I also found this channel, Higashi channel, cute character. But this person explains their other game, which is Azure Lane. So we're gonna get a rundown of what that is. It's not. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, just the first minute about. And it's gonna give you a rundown of how the gacha mechanics work, so that we can get a look at how they will work in the new game that we just saw, Azure Promilia.
What is Azure Lane? Well, simply said, the game is about historical warships that took on human form to protect humanity from each other and the Sirens, who are some evil alien group with some
literally prawn.
At first, it looks like a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game like Toho, but it's actually much easier and much more forgiving. I mean, there's an autoplay setting, and the end game of Azure Lane is literally setting up your fleet to auto farm for you. Because of that, honestly, I'd say this game is more similar to Pokemon, where a lot of the fun lies in collecting new ships and team building instead.
I see they like Pokemon.
To the gacha in the game.
This is the big thing.
Azure Lane remains one of the most free-to-play friendly gacha games out there. The game has high rates.
7%. You know how much Genshin is? 0.6%. Even if they had this at 1%, that is still 0.4% better than Genshin. And Honkai Star Rail. And it's still, if they stick with 7% for their new game, which I don't expect them to do that, that means that they are by far the best open world gacha game, bar none. And that's not even it.
An easily obtainable gacha currency, which is separate from the premium currency in the game. Azure Lane also has a tradition of rerunning ships and adding them to the permapool, whether it's through the permanent gacha or the shop of one of its many farmable currencies. Also, starting last year, they began handing out free tickets during event reruns, giving you an extra 30 or so pulls every rerun. All this makes it very easy and very likely for you to obtain the characters you want and more without ever opening your wallet. Now let's talk about the daily grind. I mentioned
we don't have to look about that because we're not playing it, but yeah, good shout out to see what we're looking for. So yeah, keep this on your radar. Pre-register. You might like it, you might not like it, but I mean Pokemon, the gacha game where you gacha for waifus and you collect Pokemon for free. That looks pretty fun. It looks pretty fun to me. I mean, even if they don't have good end game, that's good for a good 6 months, and then just drop it. 3 months, drop it. Have fun. You know, thank you guys for coming and watching. I stream almost every day in the morning, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, Johnny.